The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with a huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible.
There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Mullins. At the 35, he's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Savage. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking you can sneak, push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Spits it out to the back. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Savage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. Crosses the 45. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. It's a seam wide open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Allen. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to... Oh, it's blocked!
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. Hits the afterburners. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Sharp. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Mullins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hauls it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab, it's Miles. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. Up to the races. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they own this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's sharp. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Sends it back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Savage. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The sure hands, it's sharp. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. He splits the uprights.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. To the air on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. Open space at the 25. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Just plowing ahead. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you
only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Time to take a shot. Pulls in the deep ball. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Offense changing the play. He'll throw on third down. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Rides to back and leaves it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Mullins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. The snap sets up to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
Down, 1st and goal. Georgia Tech.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Grab the short pass to put the...
Trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense has struggled, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On the move, it's Miles. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Good timing on the quick out. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to get it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Dogs! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his man. It's Sharp. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabs it in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down with a good gain on that play. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top.